Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's go ahead and jump into, what is this? Marriage Boot Camp, the hip hop edition. This is episode 4. It's called Shock to the System or Shock the System, whatever it's called. This is going to be a very quick review because I'm pretty much kind of over this show. They keep arguing about the same things. I don't see anyone that has a real storyline to really want to get help at this boot camp. I think it's a 10-day paycheck grab. I'm not here for it. It does entertain me, but as far as giving a true opinion on what I see on television, I don't really feel like I can give an opinion on a whole bunch of fake shit. Like, that's just me. But let's talk about the few things that I did that captured my attention and I thought was real. First, Jocelyn and Ballistic are talking about this custody hearing or battle between her and Stevie J. She's calling Stevie J her sperm donor, and I'm like, why? Only because I know from social media that they're at a good place now. I do believe they are still in court over custody. I don't really understand why, but whatever they have going on today seems to be working for them. So whatever Jocelyn is complaining about, then I just don't care about. Next, we get a real scene. It's Styles P and Ajua. I believe that's how you say her name correctly. I really like her name. I really wish I can say it correctly. Ajua. They're having a real conversation. They're having a real argument. Styles P is threatening to go home, and I'm wondering why. So, as they're continuing to have a conversation, we hear that Styles P doesn't want to embarrass himself. I feel like maybe he doesn't want to really put his real business out here on the streets. He probably feels like, look, we the only ones here that's really trying to fix our situation, and he probably not here for the fake shit. He probably doesn't want to feel embarrassed by really putting his emotions out there. And he's threatening to pack his bags. So now Dr. Ish comes up. He steps in. He wants to help them. I feel like this is a real moment. Dr. Ish says hip-hop is full of misogyny and aggression. And that is very true. Dr. Ish gave them some real talk right here, and I appreciate this moment of the show, and it's probably the only real moment of the show we gonna get, so let's dive into it. He says, at this moment, everyone can get married multiple times, but it's usually to that same person. And he didn't mean married, divorce, married, divorce, married, divorce. He said you were married to Ajua. Then you cheated on her. So that first marriage is dead. And now you're on to your second marriage because now you're on to a marriage that has to deal with cheating. Then you had the death of your daughter and you haven't really grieved or healed together in that. So now your second marriage is dead. Now you're on to your third marriage where you now have to deal with cheating and the death of your daughter. And he says, if you can't get past and fix this third marriage, you're not going to even get to a fourth one. Like, the fourth marriage is going to be when somebody gets up and walks out the house and exits the door, and it's going to be all over. And I said, that made so much sense to me. Like, you're still with this one person, but your original marriage of what you said your vows to, once you cheat, that's over. That marriage is over, and now I'm in a different marriage because now I probably have trust issues. I have to worry about where you going every night. You know, what Dr. Ish said was really real to me. I understood it, and I was like, damn, that makes sense. And so now they talk about the loss of their daughter, and I just feel like this is just some real raw emotions. And I appreciate them putting this on television because they're probably helping a lot of people who have lost a child and probably helping them reach out and get the help that they need for it. It's a lot to take in and just listen to on television. Styles says with the loss of his daughter, he chooses anger because he doesn't want to feel depressed. And Dr. Ish says that's probably your usual coping mechanism. You probably are used to your whole life lashing out, getting angry, instead of dealing with the issue. And that made sense. That made sense. Dr. Ish says you have to allow yourself to feel the sadness. You have to allow yourself to feel this pain. You have to go through this hurt with your wife. That's the only way you two are going to come through this together. One of you can't feel all the pain and try to come through it while the other person is just angry. Like you have to just let that wall come down, feel the pain, express your pain, and get through it. I'm not saying that's going to be easy because I can't imagine, but I understood what Dr. Ish says. Like, you just can't go around being angry. You have to grieve. You have to go through that grieving process, and you have to go through it with your wife. You have to listen to her. It may be times you just don't want to hear it, but you just have to go through it with your partner so you both can come through it together. That was a real moment on television, y'all, and I appreciated that because the rest of this episode is fake shit. So let's get through it quickly. So now everyone comes downstairs. They asking Styles, and Ajua, are they okay? And they're like, yes, Dr. Ish came in. He helped us out. Great. They come into the living room, and we see these electric chairs. Now, mind you, I don't believe the shocking that it was a lot of bad acting. I don't believe they were really shocking these people that hard. I feel like it probably was just a tingle or a buzz that came through their wrist, because sometimes when people were getting shocked, they had no reaction. And then sometimes when people got shocked, they act like they were getting ready to die. The point of this exercise is they want them to fight. They want them to talk about the things that make them fight. And as you're getting upset or as you feel an emotion, when your partner is talking, you are allowed to shock them. So off top, I'm like, everybody is just about to get shocked because it's just about to be a shock fest. And that's pretty much what it was. CeeLo and Shaunie went first. I don't even think Shaunie got to say 2 words, and CeeLo was like, buzz, 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 buzz. I said, I don't know why CeeLo and Shaunie is on the show. I don't see an issue in their relationship, but I'm not in their relationship. Jocelyn and Ballistic go, and Jocelyn and them were like, don't shock me, I ain't here for this. And they were talking about the timeline of getting married. And I'm like, ma'am, you two are already engaged. So you're on the show being fake. Styles and Ajua, they were just shocking. I mean, everybody shocked each other. Like, Bianca, soon as Chozus sat down, she shocked him about 8 good times before he even was buckled into the thing all the way, because I noticed in one scene he wasn't even all the way buckled in to the chair, and she was just shocking him. And I want to fast forward through Michelle and Stu. Next week we find out who is the fake couple, and I'm willing to put a whole bunch of money on it. Not a whole bunch, like $20. I'm willing to put $20 that is them, because their storyline is stupid. She's upset because he doesn't kiss her in the morning until after she brushes her teeth. I think that's everybody. Like, you might wake up in the morning and go, hey, good morning, whatever. But ain't nobody kissing in the mouth without brushing their teeth. That's just nasty. And everyone on the show agreed that it was nasty. So I don't understand why they argued about this the entire rest of the episode. Okay. So now we're at the next game. It's some kind of, where they have all the wires and you have to go through the maze and not touch the wire or you get shocked. I kind of do believe they might have been getting a little bit more shocking in this episode, in this obstacle course, because everyone who came through it was drenching with sweat. It was either they were sweating that much because it was extremely hot outside. It could have been that. But I just noticed everyone who came through that was dripping with sweat. So that was a good exercise as far as exercise. But I didn't understand the point of that exercise at all. Everyone went through it. Miss Chalet and Stu had to do it twice because they didn't follow the directions. You were supposed to hold your partner's hand as you were going through it. You couldn't let their hand go, and they let their hands go about 5 or 6 times. It was just funny to me. I laughed. It was entertaining, but I didn't understand the point of that exercise at all. So let's just move on. Now, Dr. Lynn taught, what's her name? I'm just going to say Judge Lynn, not Dr. Lynn, but Judge Lynn came out and she gave her little 2 cents. She didn't want to do jury of the peers because everyone was being quiet at this moment. And she was saying something about the exercise was to teach them that your feelings hurt. Like when you say things to people, it hurts. So by doing these exercises, they were feeling the actual hurts with the shocks. And she said one thing that I agreed. She said, you can help a woman so much by just hearing her. And I agree, because it drives me crazy. And I'm sure it drives a lot of y'all crazy. When you talking, and your husband or your boyfriend is just like, okay. And you just want them to acknowledge that they heard you and they understand your point of view. Not just the okay, so you can stop talking. That drives me crazy. But that was the episode, y'all. The only reason I'm looking forward to next week is because I want to see if I'm right and if Michelle and Stu are the fake couple. And why are they there? Which I'm not even mad at, because I didn't finish that one season when, who was it? I think Soulja Boy was on it with Naya, and they weren't really together. And gosh, what is his name? The B2K member who got kicked out the group for sleeping with Omarion's baby mama. Whatever his name is, he was on the show with his ex. And that whole season was just a check grab. And after about one episode, I couldn't even watch it anymore. That's what this is turning into. But I feel like now that I have a YouTube channel, if I start a series, I want to at least try to finish the series. And every week, I like Styles P and Audra, because at least I feel like somebody is giving me something real somewhere. All right, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition, I will continue to review this for you. I will be back every week. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. How did y'all feel about them getting shocked and all that craziness? And you know what else to do. Like and share the video. All right, y'all. I will be back next week, and I will see you all later. Bye.